This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas.
Magazine publisher and entrepreneur Judith Mancini is sharing captivating conversations with experts in their field about the latest trend in our ever-changing world to help you become healthy, wealthy, and wise. Judith Mancini today will spark your interest and inspire you to lead your best life ever. And now, here's Judith.
In the whisper of the wind, in the rustle of the leaves, we hear the ancient call of the earth and all it weaves. In the eyes of the animals, in the forest deep and wide, we see reflections of our souls in the places they reside. We are one with the stars, we are one with the skies, in the dance of the universe, where the spirit flies. We are one with the trees, we are one with the seas. In the harmony of nature, we find our peace. In the song of the birds, in the rhythm of the tide, we feel the heartbeat of the world.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. That is such a beautiful song. Thank you, Jeff, for sharing that with us. We have our favorite guests coming on today, Jeff Bonilla and Georgie Donovan.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you two?
I'm great.
I know. I'm glad you're great. And Jeff said he was having a few problems this morning. Mine, so everybody out there knows, was I couldn't use my email. It wouldn't go through to anybody. I thank God for giving me Juan as my engineer, because he sent the emails over to Jeff and Georgie. So I don't know if you ever got them before that or not, but what could go wrong did go wrong this morning for my final podcast. But I'm looking forward to today's show because I always have such fun with these people. Jeff, you want to say hello to everybody?
Everybody, hope everybody's having a great year so far.
Well, that's nice. I like that. And Georgie?
Oh, I'm great. It was my birthday yesterday.
And how'd you celebrate?
Working.
Well, that's what we all usually do at this age, I think. What can I say? What can I say? Well, this is my last podcast.
I know.
I am going into other ventures, and I'm looking forward to it. So I have put some things on the scrolling bottom here. Jeff, why don't you tell us the name of your album that song is on and what the name of the song is? I just love it.
Oh, yeah, thank you. It's called "Whisper in the Wind." It's a song, and it's from an album called Moon and Waves by Mantra Nanda. It's just we just.
Oh, that's not one of yours?
It is.
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It was part of a long time ago. It was part of a group called Mantra Nanda, and I decided to write some new music, which about the correlation of us to nature and to the cosmos and the world. And so it's just a bunch of beautiful songs like the one you heard.
Well, and is that available on any platform?
Yeah, it's all the digital platforms. Moon and Waves. Mantrananda might be hard to recall, but Moon and Waves is the title of the
I wrote
album.
it down.
Yeah.
I think it's just beautiful. And that's sort of how I'm feeling right now, moving on to new ventures. So you are working, Georgie. Are you okay? Are you healthy? Everything's going well?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. You know, the life wave thing going, and yeah, overall I'm doing pretty good. What about you? What about your husband? How's he doing?
Well, my husband's doing well right now. It's really interesting as you age, because as you age, you find out more things about your body that you wish you would have known about your body when you were younger, so you could have taken better care of it. So,
tell me about it.
Yeah. And I think this starts happening, you know, in your late 20s, your early 30s, and everybody just goes, woo-hoo, I don't want to care about that. So, but I'm telling you, if you exercise, walk, and eat healthy, you feel pretty darn good.
What kind of exercise do you do?
All I do is walk. I used to work out with a trainer all the time.
That's the thing. I don't like walking. So when you don't like walking, what are your other options?
Why don't you like walking?
You know, it just makes me uncomfortable. And, you know, my feet get sore and then my back gets sore.
Well, maybe you need different shoes. What'd you say, Jeff?
It's because she doesn't walk. That's why she's also.
No, I just don't like it.
Excuse me.
But I did buy some really good. I invested for the first time ever. I invested in really expensive shoes, so they're really good.
I don't know about the expensive part, but you should get good shoes.
Yeah, I did.
Because that makes a difference.
I did. You know, the funny thing is, I invested in a whole bunch of clothes so that I could go work out, and then I never went and worked out.
So you're one of these ladies who has to have the proper outfit on to go work out at the gym.
Well, yeah. And it was because I was trying to, like, you know, motivate myself to get out the door to go and work out, you know, because that's the hard part for me, is just even going out the door.
I don't think going to a gym all the time is the right idea. I think walking, and maybe as you walk further every day, take really light weights with you. And it's also good if somebody's going to attack you. You can bug them on the head with your weight. You know, they have them 5 pounds, 3 pounds. They go down pretty low.
Oh,
so
interesting. But the thing is, it became dangerous to even go outside, you know, with the whole, you know, everything that's been going on in the country over the last couple of years.
Yeah, but you live in a pretty safe area.
I don't. So I thought it was safe, but then it's like I felt like it wasn't safe, because I used to like walk on the, like, there's like an orange line here, and there's a nice little walk by it. But then I felt like it wasn't even safe to go outside. But now that Trump is back in office, I feel like, you know,
they're starting to pick up the leaders of these gangs and all. Yes.
I feel like, you know, maybe it is safe to actually go outside now. So.
It is safe. We can't let these people take over our lives. We have to try to keep doing what we love to do. Jeff, what's this going on? Do you have a bad tooth today?
I somehow got hit with Bell's palsy, so my whole face is paralyzed.
Oh my God. I can't see that though.
I'm trying to hide it. But
well, don't, because it hurts.
It's right? I'm kind of, today's day 10. I'm past the pain, but I still can't close my eye, you know. And
how do you think you got that? Have you had it before?
You know, can I give you a conspiracy theory? Because, you know, I have a theory that says I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I do my research.
Where did you get that?
Somewhere online.
Oh, good. I want one.
So you remember?
I think I am a conspiracy person.
Yeah, no, I definitely am.
How'd you get it?
That's a mystery, but there's probably an explanation for it, which has to do with the vaccine, but not the COVID vax. But
what else did you get?
No, so my doctor made me get the shingles vaccine, which I understand has a certain herpes zoster in it.
Virus.
So then he put me on his medication for asthma. This is about 2 years ago, and
I've just heard bad things about this kind of medication for asthma.
Yeah. So it got really bad where my entire body was aching. It got rid of the asthma, but my whole body hurt, and I realized finally I made the connection that it was due to the vax. I mean, the injectable I was taking. So I stopped taking all that stuff and actually switched to LifeWave, which I'll talk about later. But
I wanted to ask you.
So I was doing a little bit of research and I found out that going on that medication activates disease.
Herpes zoster virus.
Thing, yeah. So maybe I saw caught it. But my conspiracy theory, which I'm going to stick to here, is that remember a few months ago there was all these people seeing all this weird fog everywhere.
Yes.
So a few months ago, when this started, I didn't know about it.
Let's back up here a little bit. For our listeners that aren't in the Los Angeles area or the desert or anywhere in California, this was something we were hit with. And probably in other parts of the country, like
Florida got the fog really bad.
Florida, the Pittsburgh area had so-called fog coming off the rivers.
Weeks. They had 2 weeks of just fog, nonstop fog.
Yeah.
So I live out by SFO, San Francisco Airport.
Right.
And we're constantly getting chemtrailed here. I mean, day and night. It's just unbelievable.
We are too.
Yeah.
And so one night I go out in the middle of the yard. The dog had to go out in the middle of the night for some reason. So I go out and I take my little flashlight and I see all this really weird, eerie fog. Now, sometimes we do get fog here in the area, but it looked like little sprinkly, wormy things. And I was like, what the hell is this? And I'm
wormy things?
Like little worms falling all around me. For a second, I thought it was like snowing, but it doesn't snow here. Then I thought, is this ashes? Not ashes. But the more I looked at them, the more they look like tiny little worms, right? And they're falling all around me. And I'm standing there for about 2 minutes till I realized this is weird. Like, I better go back inside. So I go back inside, and then I start hearing people, later on reports about the fog and
it had those wormy things in the fog. That's what people were seeing.
Okay.
And so I'm wondering, maybe there was something in that nailed me, and all of a sudden I end up with Bell's palsy, because it's really weird. I mean, that I would get this, and it hit me really hard. I mean, this is day 10. I'm still all messed up. But just like the one night I was out there, another night I looked up and I saw this plane. Excuse me, it's hard to talk, but I saw this plane flying about 1,000 feet off the ground. All the lights were turned off, and it was dumping all this huge plumes behind it. And I'm looking at it as it's coming up over, my backyard, and I'm like, what the heck is that? Because I only saw it because the moon was out that night, so I was able to see it because it wasn't making a lot of noise. And I realized the path it was on is Crystal Springs Reservoir, our drinking water, is right behind us, and it was flying right over that path. And some people are saying, oh, well, it's mosquito Bateman. Bateman.
That's poisonous. And why would you do that at night?
Why would you do it at night with all your lights off?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. So something's gone on, and maybe there's a reasonable explanation, but the fact that I got hit with like 2 different things in a short period of time, and all of a sudden I'm all screwed up, makes me think there's some weird stuff going on. So I'll stick with that conspiracy theory.
Okay, well, here's my conspiracy theory. I have not been sick for a long time. I get tired, but I don't get sick very often with the flu or anything like that. And I did take one of the COVID vaccinations, but it was by Johnson and Johnson. So I didn't think I ever got any side effects of it. But I had Epstein-Barr years ago when I was in my 30s, and I lived at Incline Village in Lake Tahoe. And this horrible thing came in. I was getting ready to move to Beverly Hills to get remarried, taking my kids, and I got Epstein-Barr. And it was a severe case, but I had to keep going. Now, Epstein-Barr, a few years ago, was re-registered, so to speak, with the health people as an autoimmune disease. So when I got here, it's been difficult for me trying to get the house done and this and that, and I'm exhausted, and I lost my son. I thought I finally had reached the end of my energy and all, and so I went to bed a couple of days, and nothing helped. I was just exhausted, and I thought to myself, I must have something going on with me. Maybe I have Epstein-Barr again. So I made an appointment to go have a blood test with a doctor that I like, that she would send it to a lab. But I didn't have anything going on in my body. Well, before I went to her, I tried patching myself with LifeWave. I have a terrible time sleeping, and ever since my son left me. So the first day I put it on the front of my calf on my right leg, and that didn't do anything. So the next night I put it down by my toes on my foot, and that was Silent Night.
Yeah.
And I went to sleep, had a great night's sleep. I woke up in the morning, and both of my feet, that's it. Good, Georgia, you got it right there. Good for you. The next morning, both of my feet were slightly swollen, and they were red, like your shirt. And I thought, well, I'm not going to call anybody. This is, something weird that I have. But as it went on that morning, I looked at the bottom of my feet, and both of them were bright red. And then all of a sudden, they started going down. And they were perfectly fine. And I felt energized and fine. And I didn't have any more symptoms of the Epstein-Barr. What I think happened, and I've talked to a few people at LifeWave, I think the inflammation in my body was so high that it decided they needed to get rid of it and sort of retrace my health and bring it back.
And it went out through your feet.
Yes, it kind of drained all the way down, the inflammation, and came out of my feet.
Yeah.
These LifeWave things are unbelievable. So if you still have any at home, Jeff, you should put one on, at least the X39 or the Anon.
I haven't put it on yet, but I've been patching up my face with the Anon.
Oh, good.
I think it's helped because I started that a couple of days ago, and I can see a little bit of a the
Anon. Are you putting the Anon on?
I'm putting the Anon directly on my face, like on different parts of my jaw, and then I'm wearing the other one, the X39 on my neck.
Right.
So I don't, we'll see what happens. But I can say that up until when I started using them, after about 3 months, all my wheezing and everything went away, and I haven't had to use my sprays or anything since then. So
it helps with that too.
Yeah, it's hard for me to sort of quantify sometimes, like what's going on, because it's hard to tell. But I know for sure I have bad asthma and I don't anymore, and I can only attribute it to the fact that I started wearing those patches. So who knows?
Well, Lou has a bad right shoulder from carrying heavy bags. For all of you out there that don't know, my husband, he started as a manager, just as a regular guy at GNC, and he worked his way up into being CEO and president. But before we had roller bags to take our luggage on planes. He had to fly all over all the time. You know, you carried things, but you didn't want to. There, she's got them all. Good for you.
I have them. I have all different ones.
That's great. Well, he started using the patch for the pain, Ice Wave, and I patch him also with, Ice Wave comes with 2 patches in it.
Yeah.
And I put it on the spot, but I also put X39 on it. Kind of gives him a boost and an energy thing. He forgot to put them on the last 2 days, and he says, oh, well, I realize now I don't have any pain. So they're marvelous. I'm really excited about being with the company.
Oh, good. I know. I can't say enough good stuff about them. I use them for everything, like acid reflux, like a pain in my shoulder. I had back pain on Monday at work, and I could like barely walk, and I just stuck them on my back. And then I had like some hip pain, like, you know, and then like, so I put it on my hip, and then multiple on my back, and then my shoulder pain, wrist pain,
well,
nerve
you're
pain.
probably your best customer too, then.
I'm just like using them for like everything.
Yeah.
Migraines, like headache.
They are good. Well, I talked to some people in the company, other people who are managers and all, and some people are using them to try to get rid of their wrinkles. So I'm going to start putting them on my forehead, the X39, aging backwards.
Oh, you put the X39 on your head? I haven't heard
I
of
haven't
that.
yet, but I'm going to.
Oh, is that what they do? They put the X39 on their head?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah. I saw
Right.
somebody wearing one right here, right in the middle.
Yes. And then I saw another manager, or I don't know.
Yeah, wearing
exactly
one
what
right
level
here
it's
in the
are
middle.
anymore. Yes. And she had put a little glitter on it. It was like a necklace.
Ah.
So I don't know. So summer's coming. What do we think we're going to do this summer?
I know Jeff's
Well,
going to be traveling, right?
Well, yeah, a few things, but creative-wise, we're going to release our second book.
Yay!
Well, I looked for it on Amazon and I couldn't find it.
Well, the second book's not out yet. The first one, the only one we have out is The Terminal Hitman right now. That's my first
Yes.
book. It'll be a follow-up to that book, and basically the plot line is that holistic doctors are mysteriously dying or being killed.
I'm so excited to read that. What's the title of that one?
So it'll be under the same moniker of Terminal Hitman. So it'll have the Terminal Hitman, but at the bottom it'll say state of deception.
Okay, now when is that coming out? Because I'm really anxious, and now I have a little free time I could read.
Well, we're hoping by summer. We're in the last editorial phase, and then we just get some. Probably I'll send you a copy, a reader advance copy, so you could give us some feedback.
Please do.
But yeah, it's a political thriller. It's a vigilante. It's dark humor. We threw the kitchen sink at it, and a lot of what the conspiracy theories that we hear of today, we decided we might as well see if we can throw them all in and weave them in. Yeah, it should be fun.
This subject matter is really hot. I think it will be a huge seller. Excuse me.
Yeah, I just want to say, best way to keep in touch is we're just setting up a brand new website called actionauthors.com. Action Authors. So just go there and sign up on our newsletter, and we'll as we get closer, we'll let everybody.
You have a newsletter?
Not yet, but we're going to work on it. So it's all being.
Are you going to interview other authors that are into the action things and the mysteries and?
Eventually, yeah, I would love to do that. I always find it fascinating. Yeah.
And I'll be working on a Christian album this year. I think I might do it just myself, or it'll be Jeff and I together. So I'll be working on that this year.
Recording.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you written the songs yet?
Yeah, I've written about 6 songs so far, and already produced the songs. And so I just need to do a couple more. So just putting that together.
Everybody's so busy.
Yeah, so that's my project for this year is my Christian album, because I've been wanting to do that. I've been working on that already since last year.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm going to do a newsletter, I hope. I haven't decided exactly what I'm doing in that field yet. But I'll be doing some reels and some stories on Facebook, those short little stories and reels. So I definitely am not going to be podcasting, so I wouldn't go anywhere. I'd stay right there with Dean and Juan, but I need a break. So I hate to leave, but that's what I'm doing. And I was looking at my old calendar, and I actually changed the name of my podcast. This was the 3rd rendition of it. One was Dishing with Judith, and the other one was Dish with Judith, just leaving off the ing. And so it's been more than 10 years. It's been almost 14.
That's
so
cool.
I think it's time I take a little break. That's what I'm going to be doing, besides my little book that I put on the poster, so my grandkids will know my struggles, my wins, how you have to persevere in everything, and hopefully talk a little bit about losing my son, who was a dad and an uncle, and that kind of thing. Where you get your stamina from, how you can go through life. I'd like to add a little bit of godliness into the book, so I'll be doing that.
What's the title of it, Judith? What's the title?
Me. The title's Me.
Oh.
I don't have a title of it yet.
Okay.
I'm just kind of working it, outlining and things like that. I've been doing it for a long time just so I wouldn't forget things, but I haven't actually put pen to paper and written it out in book form. So, and let's see, what else am I going to be doing? I think I said I was going to become politically involved again now that I'm getting settled in the desert, because I'm concerned about who's going to be running for governor in California and some of these other states. I saw a little article on the Train to Nowhere that Governor Newsom in California started with billions of dollars, and it's gone like 16 feet. I mean, 1,600 feet. You know, that's taken years and billions of money. So we need to, well, he can't run for office again, but we don't want somebody to just be his parrot.
Well, I heard he's running for president.
Well, yeah, I keep hearing that too. And unfortunately, some people are saying he's probably the only one who can get the Democrats behind them. The Democrats have gone off the ledge. Have you heard this?
Oh my gosh. They're just insane right now.
Congresswoman, she's nuts. You know, it's a bad thing.
They're so desperate right now.
Together. Yes,
I know.
They truly are. I mean, when they were already turning against AOC, who thought maybe she could step in there and take over. And then you've got like Tim Walz, who was running with Kamala. These people are truly nuts. I don't
they
know.
Are
truly insane.
They are so insane.
You know,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, I mean, there's one thing about being loyal to your party, but at some point you got to say, okay, this is not my party anymore.
That's right.
I know.
Because these people are just completely corrupt. They're completely freaking
money.
nuts. And they're just greedy, lying. despicable people. And I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just the way I see it. And I was a Democrat for, also. I've been on both sides, and I'm just like,
Me too. I've been on both sides.
So you just,
I've only been on one.
There's just simply no more argument for backing these insane people. There just isn't. So
no, there isn't, and it's not the party of John Kennedy anymore.
No,
and that's a problem.
I mean, if people don't see how that violence is their only way to solve problems, if they don't see it at this point and walk away from the party, I just don't even know why they would associate themselves.
They will walk away from the violence. Look what happened after the George Floyd thing when they were burning buildings down and a police station where the police were locked in and couldn't get out. I mean, They did get out finally, but they didn't care. They wanted that to happen, and it's frightening.
So what do you think about all the corruption that Doge is finding?
Oh my God. Well, if anybody's interested, he's going to be on television tonight. Elon is with some of the Doge people. And I think it's on the, what is it? Laura Ingalls.
Laura Ingraham?
That would be
Laura Ingraham?
Ingraham, yes, Laura Ingraham. I'm sorry, I can't think of people's names today. She's on at 4:00 our time, so that's
5 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
No, it's Pacific time is 4 o'clock for her.
Oh yeah, she's right. She's just before JC Waters.
Yes.
And he's at 5, so it's 4 o'clock Pacific.
4 o'clock Pacific. Before him. Yeah.
Just before JC Waters.
So I think that will be really interesting. Now I may have the wrong show, but it's on Fox. I probably look it up on the internet. Look it up on the internet because I think it will be fascinating. I cannot believe the amount of corruption.
It's unbelievable.
The money.
Did you hear about the SBA loans to the kids?
Yes.
I could not believe that. That was even shocking to me.
Well, it's shocking to me that kids that are just born and dead people are getting Social Security.
That's just crazy.
Just unbelievable. What a mess. Now, my one concern is getting rid of the Department of Education immediately.
Yeah, I was a little concerned about that too.
I'm concerned about it. I think it does need to be gotten rid of. I have no problem with the Secretary of Education. I don't have that problem. I'm for school choice and all, but there is a problem shutting down the whole thing all at once.
I know. Why would we get rid of it though? Why would we need to get rid of it? That's just.
Well, because I think the unions have grabbed them so tightly that it's also corrupt. And you have tenure in universities and sometimes in elementary schools where you have so many years of service and you can't fire them, you can't get rid of them, no matter what kind of teacher or instructor or professor they are. But here's my problem getting rid of it all one time. There are millions of little kids and high schoolers that go to school. Now, what if all of a sudden they all decide, their parents decide and they decide that you have hundreds that want to go to school A instead of school B that they're going to? How are they going to handle it? What is the curriculum going to be? Because there's too many kids all at once going. Now, I'm all for teaching languages in school too. I mean, foreign languages.
Yeah.
My grandkids go to a school that teaches in English and in Spanish. My kids have been bilingual since they were born, saying dada and papa and poppy and poppy and all of those things because their father is Argentinian and my daughter, because we've always gone to Mexico for a lot of vacations and traveled. She's traveled all over to foreign countries, and Spanish has been the language. So she's been fluent in Spanish forever and ever. I like their curriculum at this elementary school where they go. And I'm sure there's others across the country. And maybe they could, before they get rid of the whole thing, maybe we need to appoint people. I understand the secretary will not be in her position. That will be eliminated. But you need somebody to be overseeing it to put it back together.
Right.
And, you know, for a long time, there hasn't been any arts in high schools or elementary schools for that matter. There's no choruses, there's no instrument teaching, any kind of instruments.
Oh, really?
Yes. And there's no
awful.
art painting and things like that. It's been gone forever.
Oh, that's horrible.
And that's not how I grew up here. And I know I'm old at the age of 77.
Me too.
We learned Spanish in school, and we had art class, and we had chorus that we all learned.
Yeah.
All the old songs from years, hundreds of years ago. I Dream of Jeannie and things like that. And I don't mean the one on television.
Mm-hmm.
All of the songs that were in our country going up and down the Erie Canal.
Mm-hmm.
Just all these things that put a country together and make you want to be proud of it.
Yeah.
And it's not. So I don't think they should be indoctrinated and be told, okay, this person A and this person B is running for president now, and I'm telling you, you should make your parents vote for A.
Yeah.
I don't want any of that. I don't want
me too.
indoctrination.
Yeah.
But I also want the books to be brought back into school that they have banned, like Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer. They've banned those. And in place of them, they've put in, you're not too young to change your sexual identity.
I know. That's just terrible.
I think you're too young in kindergarten, first, second, and third grade to learn about the different positions to have sex in. This is mind-boggling to me when I found this out.
I know.
Yeah, it's insane.
So shocking.
I think there's. I'm beginning. You hear this theory or these conspiracies. I'm really beginning to think that they've been taken over by demons. I mean, there's just no explanation for how demonic they are. You know, why would you ever want to a kid?
I don't know. It's just horrible. I lost my screen. Juan, I lost my screen.
You're still there. We can see you.
You can?
Yeah, I can still see you.
Yeah, we can still see you. You're good.
Well, send it to me because I can't see me. I can't see you.
Oh, that's
Okay.
weird.
No, we're still. Everything looks okay.
Well, I'm going to click on
And it still says live. We're still live.
Well, thank God. Thank God. Well, what else do you want to see President Trump change in the country?
I just want to see a bunch of people go to jail.
Yeah, let's start with Fauci.
Wait.
Yeah.
I need to get. I'm double. Okay, I'm going to try. Are you there?
Yes, we're still here.
Well, I don't know. Ask Juan, how do I get back on here?
He said you guys are still on. Keep it going.
Okay, well, we'll keep it going, and I can't see anybody. Okay. Well, anyway, what would you like to see President Trump take care of?
Well, yeah, like Jeff said, a lot of arrests, and well, I mean, I want the COVID vaccine to be taken off the market ASAP, but I know we can't talk about that. But yes, some people need to be arrested for crimes against humanity. That we probably can't talk about that either.
I cannot understand one word, and I see it But
and they need to
why?
stop.
What do I do?
Georgie, hold up. She can't hear.
Oh, she can't hear. Okay, there. Are you back? Are you back? Oh, we can't hear you now.
Judith, you're muted.
Oh, it looks like it's just us, and we are still live. Hi, everyone.
She's probably going to try to get back on.
Yeah. Keep talking.
Right.
Okay, so, well, I'm very glad that Dodge is doing. We'll just keep talking about Dodge then. Let's just keep talking about Dodge.
With my computer,
there she
there's
is.
little gremlins in it.
Yes.
No email. Now I get lost in my studio.
It's because they don't want you to go. They don't want you to go.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So I lost you when you were saying what you would like President Trump to fix.
Oh yeah, I was just saying it's probably things we can't talk about. But so I will say I want them to stop. I want them to stop geoengineering. I want them to stop spraying the skies. So I know that there are 26 states right now who have implemented legislature. I don't know how you guys say that word, to ban geoengineering in their states. So that's 26. That's already like 26 states, a third of the country. So they need to get going with that.
I think the problem with that is the government still has not said that there are chemtrails with poisonous things in them, that they just don't exist. But you can see them all over the sky, sometimes like they're doing an air show with 5 of them coming up like this.
That's exactly. I literally just watched that today, and I'm like, how can people not see that's happening? And also, like, we have those, the radar stations all over the country. Nexar radar and all the HARP stations. And I mean, how can they, not, how can they not face up?
There's a lot going on in this country that we don't know about. And if it's for national defense and it's secret, then that's good. I don't know who's building these things, but if you fly on a commercial airline and you fly over some of the Great Plains or the deserts, and you can see big buildings that have been built. And some of them say it's things that the people that are running the internet and all have built because they need the space for the internet and the connections and all. I don't know what is going on, but I'd like to find that out too. No secret things I'm not asking for, but let's see what's going on. So,
well, since they say they're the government of transparency, we want transparency now with everything.
I think we pretty much have it. I've never seen a president speak on the radio or television like this president has done.
Like every day. It's amazing.
Every day. And sometimes 2 or 3 or 4 times a day.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. Truly,
I love it.
Amazing.
I just love it. So, and they definitely are acting like they're being very transparent about everything. So they just got to keep it up. I know they got to keep it up. And I don't think the Democrats can keep up what they're doing. I think it's maybe going to last a couple of months, and then I think people are going to just get tired of what they're doing.
A lot of people are not thinking about the local and state elections that are coming up. So that's a problem because they're projecting themselves to the presidential elections, knowing that Trump can't run. So I think we have to beware of the people that we wouldn't want in our local council, our local state governments and things like that. We still have to get very involved and make sure.
Prevent all the Tim Waltzes from getting in.
Is that what you mean?
Get in his hands.
This is crazy. Now, how about Miss Crockett, who was making fun of Governor Abbott in his wheelchair?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
That was so disgusting. I've listened to it a couple times. And she won't apologize. She said, I already made a statement about it, and I'm not going to apologize. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy people in that party.
I know.
We'll see what happens.
Just let them keep showing their colors, their true colors, and hopefully people can just wake up out of their cognitive dissonance and just get a freaking clue.
Right.
Get a freaking clue. That's going to be I get a shirt that says that. Get a freaking clue.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of some of the people that are on these different talk shows that come on. Well, even Elon Musk, he comes out with all these different things on his shirt. Spaceships and Teslas, and he wears his suit coat on it.
I really hate what they're doing to Tesla and to his company and everything. It's just so pathetic. Honestly, it's just pathetic.
Think about all the good things. It's the same thing they did to Trump. These guys have billions of dollars. I see them giving money to common people who are in trouble. $10,000 to somebody that needs it because they're losing their house and their grandmother is sick, and they'll give them $10,000. Or the case where they give $1 bazillion to set up the Starlink so that people can talk.
Yeah.
I mean, look what Elon has done for that. In all of the places that had these disasters, nobody had cell service or anything. No cell, no internet. And he hooks them up, doesn't charge anybody.
I know.
So how can he be such a bad man?
He's been doing a lot of.
He has somebody stop and help him change the driver of his limo wherever they were going because he got a flat tire, and some kind guy stopped. Trump went and paid off the mortgage of his house.
I know.
He didn't know it. I mean, nobody talks about those things, and they're real.
I know.
No, I don't know.
It's a shame.
So thank you, too, for coming on to my last show. You're always so much fun. I always appreciate it. I just want to put a plug in for something that Georgie and I are doing and Jeff is using, and that's LifeWave, LIFEWAVE. And this is patching for health. We're not a cure-all company. We are a company that enhances your life and helps you live healthy and happy. So X39 is their premier product. And David Schmidt is the founder of the company. He worked for the Navy, helping them figure something out to give to Navy SEALs that would give them more energy when they were deployed. So he knows what he's doing, and he just comes out with this thing and that thing with the patches. There they are, patching for health. And it's a wonderful thing. You can read about them on LifeWave.com// Georgie Donovan.
Or / Judith Mancini.
Same thing.
Even me.
And I think you'll find that it really does help you, but it tells you all about it. You can read about the founder. He has come out, which I can't wait, a water dispenser that is going to be absolutely fabulous so that you can get all of your electrolytes and things in your water that will help you. Now, this is phototherapy. It's non-transdermal. It does not go into your skin. I was looking at a commercial today of some big patch like this, and they said, and it puts lidocaine in your body. Well, that's not what you want. We don't do that. Phototherapy takes the heat from your body and the heat from outside and pumps up your cells, so to speak.
It just sends a signal. It just sends a signal into your body.
That's right. And if your cells aren't healthy and doing what they're supposed to do, then you don't feel good. So your cells are everything. That's why everybody is turning to stem cells. But we are an innovative company and the fastest growing. So it's not just helping others be healthy, but there is a program that you can sign up to become a member of LifeWave and sell them and make a little money too. And if you're really serious about it, you can work harder and get more people and move and earn some extra money. Or there are some people that are actually, that's their full-time job and they're doing quite well. So you need to go to these places and look at them and read about them because you would be very happy with them. So that's it for today, everybody. I am sad, but I'm happy because I'm going to have some free time to do some other things that I love to do. I do love to take care of my husband, and he's not exactly the most healthy guy, but he's a lot healthier now that I have him patching and
That's
out
awesome.
of pain. So
I'm
me too. We're going to be taking some little side trips to go see the Living Desert Museum and some of the places like Borrego Springs down here that one of my great uncles helped found. So we have a lot of little side trips planned. And of course, always going up to Santa Barbara to see my daughter and my grandkids and Luz also. And to Calabasas, hopefully, to see the big grandkids. So we'll be having fun. You can always reach me after the end of this show and anytime, as soon as I get my email fixed, at info@Judith Mancini. Okay, info@Judith Mancini. And if you can't get a hold of Jeff or Georgie, let me know and I'll get you connected to them if you have any questions. So that's it for today. Thank you so much, Jeff Bonilla, author, creative person, songwriter, best guy ever, and a huge patriot, as you can see. And Georgie Donovan, somebody who came from South Africa, right?
Yes.
And now is here, and she is one of the biggest patriots that we know. Look behind her, what she has done. And me, I've always been a patriot and a Republican since I was about 5 years old, licking stamps and envelopes with my grandma who raised me when we were sending out flyers for the Republican Party for I Like Ike. Okay, with that, I'm going to say, cherish yesterday, dream tomorrow, and live today. Thank you all for the nice messages you have sent me on my departure. Bye. I love you all. Talk
Love
to
you
you
too.
later.
Best wishes.
Thank you.